got to like 61, and I'm like, that's not right.
Nothing wrong is better than not done, right?
Yeah,
I have mine done, but I'm pretty sure
I tried.
it's like.
Hey, Mr. Schneider, funny story. I have my computer at home. Yeah.
Oh, this? Hey, that's like 12. Is that 12
Yep,
now?
no, that's 13.
Did you
That's
plan that?
13. Did we plan this? No.
So you're not admitting to it? Is that what I should gather from that?
Yeah.
Are the boys on their way?
Yeah, there's only like 2 of them.
Why does it stink in here?
They're making like cookies or something.
Why can't we make cookies?
Maybe when you get to chemistry.
Can I sit there or do that?
Look at his hair.
What do you have here?
There's some.
Hey, toss me that.
Funny story, I forgot my computer at home.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it really itches.
Alright. I'm behind, people.
It really itches.
It feels so good.
Did you still want me to turn that in?
You have to have something turned in.
Okay,
even if
I'm
it's
turning
raw.
it in now. I did that. I'll tell you what I got. Google never told me what the long and the wide was. I'm gonna take it.
Search. How are you gonna take a picture? Search Google. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, don't say it.
Emily said she found a formula, but I don't know.
But she said it was wrong.
Yeah, well,
I can't hear. That is gross.
I find so many different things, but they're.
I love how you doing.
I'll actually take a picture of my bug bites.
I know.
It sounds like a
So I did.
Well, I just have to get it in my room. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm late.
That's right.
No. I was just frantically trying to find information that I
Someone
failed to
clicked
find.
the screen. Oh, you guys talk about this in class. Thank you.
Okay, I did.
Raise your hand if you're done.
I tried it.
Raise your hand if you're done and you're sure you're right.
Never.
I just couldn't find.
I probably have the right answer.
We
Hi,
have
Heather.
People. We have 2 that think they're done, and
Oh,
none
I'm
that think
done.
they're right.
I'm done.
And I was pheasant hunting yesterday, answering questions at a stop sign.
That was me.
What? I'm just gonna.
You sent me this long, like, 3 text thing. I'm like, what?
Mike Button talk.
No.
My brain was not. No.
Apparently. Because it was all in English.
Fried.
Is the stinger still in there?
So,
Yeah.
somebody find forceps.
Huh?
Tweezers.
Yeah, I need it because there's.
And a magnifying glass?
No.
what?
Wait, really? Can we?
Yeah,
Okay, what?
go for it.
Because guess what? There's like a sticker thing in my finger, and I need to get it out.
Well, we need to get them out.
I was doing
So-
handstands yesterday.
Look at my huge
Gosh,
wasp bite.
none. Yeah, that's all red and swollen.
They
It
stayed
is.
Alright.
Right?
No.
Where did they bite?
You're not gonna have a stroke and fall over?
No.
Okay, good.
No, wait, guys. It like really, really itches.
Freshman, he's over. You gotta settle down a little bit.
What's that?
How do you need a needle, Erica?
4, 7,
To get this
Can you get
this out? Sticker out of my finger.
4 minutes.
How'd you get a sticker? Jesse, Caleb.
Because I was at Birth Lake yesterday. We were walking through
You're all
this
gone,
path,
or are they gonna show
and I
up
went
here?
like this because there was something poking on my leg. My finger.
Alright, so if I go
There was a
to
whole
campus
patch of
instruction,
stickers on my leg.
Yeah,
There.
if
Mine's
it's
okay,
something
but it's
poking on your leg, you might not want to do that.
Hey,
I
mister.
can go to the bottom and find.
I don't know where magnifying
I
glass
got
is.
a sticker in my shoe.
What's it called?
No, no,
And I
no.
just want to
I
like,
shoe.
so,
We didn't know.
you just got told that it gets to leave at lunch.
And it hurt.
Okay.
Plus, we like
Jesse,
so crushed her dad at
Gordon, Caleb is already in there, and
Crazy. It was like
Where is
probably like.
I wonder.
Who knows? It's probably big.
I sent that picture to my
You
mom.
went with Callie this weekend.
Yeah, we
Because she
used
wants
back
to know
yesterday.
Yeah, he's back yesterday.
7,
Could be sick.
10.
You know, a lot of people are getting sick.
Now,
Maybe this is something about like the the flu virus that I'm gonna get infected
Nah,
and then I'll die and then.
wasps don't have the flu.
Well, off the scorch trials, you can have those things that have the.
Those are
Right, wasps.
Everybody else,
Like right here.
stop. Okay,
How do you get the stinger out?
just look
for
at
the
it.
third
pull it
quizzers,
out.
and
More stuff.
you need biology dissection kits.
What are the first
I don't know.
Sorry, you guys just like what?
Yeah,
That's like, so you're
Freshman.
gonna stick the same thing and stick
No,
your head like a
we're starting.
frog?
a part of the things that you need to know before you leave school. One of the main things that we need to be able to teach you before this year is over is to get your stuff done on time. Is to get yourself done well.
Okay, never mind.
And if you can't get it done well, at least get it done on time.
That's what I did.
I said.
How many of you got stuck on finding the volume of the football? I did too. I sat down and actually tried on a computer instead of on a phone at a stop sign while I'm hunting pheasants. It worked much better. But
I still couldn't find.
I found two different places and they didn't match. Shocker. I found one that said NFL, college, and high school footballs are all the same. Is that factual or non-factual?
Non-factual.
That is not a fact. But that particular one had the dimensions of an NFL football. I found another one, actually in the images, not in the web search, that said, this is the length, and this is the circumference. I found another one that said, this is the length, and this is the diameter. Can you do it if I give you the length and the diameter? Or the length and the circumference?
Probably not.
I found this thing, a prolate ellipsoid, which
Prolate ellipsoid.
it's like a little.
Mrs. Keller, are we talking about the right thing when we're talking about a football and a prolate ellipsoid?
Oh my goodness, that's like college geometry.
Yes.
And it blew your mind, didn't it? Yes, it did.
Well,
And she's in geometry.
I thought it was like diameter, but then I found out it was like radius, I think. And so then, but it's like 17 cubic feet. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
yeah, I'm like, that's not right. I did something so wrong.
Not even a trash can that you could fit your body
Well, I need
into
one actually.
is 17
I
cubic.
know.
Mr. Schneider, what did you call the football? A what ellipsoid?
Prolate.
Prolate.
A
P-R-O-L-A-T-E.
ellipsoid.
I would have been happy if you were
That is
able
correct.
to, nice. I didn't know that word before today.
Because like
Um,
Me neither.
the equation was 4/3 pi AB squared.
There you go. And what's A and B?
I think A is like the radius like lengthwise.
Ooh, I found these.
Like
The radius lengthwise? No, I don't think so.
halfway the length, half the length. Like
I need a map.
A is half the length?
it's like half of from point to point.
Ah, okay.
And then like B, it's like you have the circumference, so it's like you have the radius and the circumference thing, so it's the radius of like that. So it's like from here down to here. It's like really on the inside. I don't.
So one of them would be half the length and the other one would be half the diameter.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd have been thrilled if you found the volume of a cone and just pretend that that football is two cones with the fat side touching each other. I would have been thrilled with that. How many of you put together the factor label and said, I don't know the first number that goes in it, but here's how you do the rest of it, and submitted that?
I knew it because I started.
Well,
How many of you are able to do that?
All the time.
You should have every single hand up.
I didn't,
I'm too tired to raise
So
my
I'm
hand.
missing one piece of input information, and here's the rest of it.
oh, I thought you wanted.
If this was a job and you're fired, if you don't do it, would you have turned in that much?
Yeah.
Said, here's all the work, it's in an Excel spreadsheet, can you plug in this one number for me? And it'll spit out the right answer. You guys know how to fill out spreadsheets, you know how to do factor label. Did you put together the factor label and get it to cancel, 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 cancel balls? And then say, all you have to do is put in the volume of the football over here, and the computer will do the math for you, and the right answer will be at the end. Guess what you're gonna do in the next 10 minutes? On a timer.
Wait, what?
On a timer. It's already late. You don't wanna lose another 10%. Or was it 40?
What?
I forgot.
Started.
Late work loses 40%?
No. It's like 5% per day or something.
There you go. So you do know the rules.
I have a question. What do I do?
See what I did there?
My computer's like at
Wait, no, how do I fix this though?
Timer.
How do I
10.
fix this?
Go.
How do I fix this?
Yes.
Come hither.
How do you
Hey, I bought a razor.
even do this?
Here.
So, Mr. Schneider, am I hearing that anything that's not turned in right now for one more factor label problem is late?
Yes.
Yeah, but
You have to get stuff turned in. Nice plumber.
So I've got Brecken, Caitlin, Amanda, Emily, Justine.
I have to
You guys are
renew
on
mine.
time.
Wait, did we turn it?
Yeah.
Everybody else is late.
Yeah.
Second quarter.
I just turned in what
Find
I
a new
had.
gear.
I just turned in what I had and it wasn't much.
Does anybody know where the
Is this a
magnifying
girls
glass
only
is at?
class today? Where are the boys?
Right over
In the
here.
corner, you can't see them. There's only 2 today.
Oh,
And then I went in here and I found this high school football shirt.
I don't understand.
You didn't find one yet?
No, it gives you the long circumference.
No, I
and the
did
short
not
circumference.
find one.
Yeah, but quite a bit of stuff.
Somewhere else I found a blank and.
It's deep.
Yeah.
Seriously, my dad took a needle last time trying to get it out.
They still don't have to divide it by 5? Like I was,
I don't know.
cause it's like, then that gives you the diameter, right? Cause circumference is like defined. That's what.
Circumference is,
Is it pi r squared or?
it's either pi r squared or 2 pi r.
It's 2 pi r, isn't it?
I don't remember. I always get them confused.
2 pi r.
So I go look them up.
That's actually when I looked up like an average and then it brought
2 pi r.
Okay, so it's, so if you divide it by pi, you should get the diameter.
Right, pi d. Yep.
I don't.
Okay, so.
Where was this video?
you're supposed to find it.
Miss Keller.
Yeah. Do you know where a magnifying glass is?
Yeah, there's a whole box full of them
I know. I don't know where.
in the other lab on the counter,
Did
out
you
in the
do
wide
the
open
Excel
spaces
sheet?
where you can see it.
Forgot it. I didn't read the emails on Friday because I got busy.
You do it in
No
small,
worries.
please.
But I can do it on the Excel.
You have to link.
Yeah, you can send it to me if you want, but I can read it right now, or if you want to give it to Mr. Schneider, that's fine too. I'm grading it regardless.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Commissioner Schneider.
Probably gonna have to wash that. What do you think? It's like a big chunk of her skin though.
Well, if it was 27 and
Let's
29,
cut it off, cause it's like.
split it would be 27 and a half, so you're able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have math questions, I can help you too.
Commissioner
So
Schneider.
a quarter bigger than the other.
I'm chopping up.
Okay,
Can I look at an assignment
okay,
of
that
my
feels
last
way
week?
better.
I did it on
Is this
paper.
assignment? Yes.
No, not this assignment. A redo I had to do.
Okay, yes, a science assignment.
Yeah, it is. What do I do?
Okay, 28.8.
You have to get this turned in, and you're down to about 5 minutes. No, because I'm not sure what it is yet.
The football?
We'll get it figured
Oh,
out.
You have to.
You'll have a beer with you,
Yeah, right.
and it's tonsils, so
How do you do
it's got-
No idea.
you'll be all
Wait, how'd you know that?
that's the deal. And
After
and
lunch, right?
this is-
07.
See? Yeah, when we get closer, you'll remind me again.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that we're on top of it.
Well, I'm gonna get one
Last
now.
day in class.
Oh, I did. I got this there. I'll get that thing out of
So, Mr. Schneider, do you want us just to pick out a car carrier that we found?
Yeah, how many cars that fit on?
I looked
Car
up
carrier.
The one I found that
Should I
morning.
run of them?
Mr. Schneider.
You have sources for that, right?
You want me to do mine like
You
on
cited them in
paper?
APA
And
format?
then like show you and then like go home and turn mine.
Yeah, I
So, freshman,
Mr. Schneider.
sounds like some of you are grinding gears instead of finding a new one.
Grinding.
And that happens to my grandma's vehicle all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you lost?
I don't have my laptop. I just told you when I came into class I was at home.
And?
I don't know what to do.
Boy, it's pretty hard to do digital assignments without a digital device.
I know. I called myself very irresponsible. I punished
Well, that might be a
myself.
start,
We don't have a
I don't have my phone and I don't know what
but
to do.
you know where it goes. You can do the factor label without having the number, right? Make sure all the labels cancel, and then you can do all the math, and then as soon as you get that number, you just plug it right in. That's the great thing about spreadsheets, people. You can do all the math before you know any of the numbers. You just plug in the numbers and get the computer to do the math for you.
Oh, do you have yours?
Is that new or did you
Yeah.
just pick it up? Is that new or did you just pick it up?
Yeah, she was
Sometimes.
One second.
great. I'm surprised you
Can I see it? Somebody showed me it.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Holy purple!
Yeah.
Hang on a second. We better let Mrs. Kelly see that.
I bet if we're gonna forget
That's
everything
awesome.
else again.
She keeps squeezing it. She says it's hard.
Oh, whoa, what happened?
Volleyball. I didn't wear my knee pads the one practice.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a reason for knee pads. That would
Brett,
be
do
the
you want
reason.
some, whatever this is?
It's yellow in the middle. That means it's
Eric.
super crazy, right?
Oh, where do you
I
start?
had one of them on my arm,
There's 9 cars per
but
trailer.
that one went away.
Per conversion
Really
rate.
did.
Make sure you put ice on it so it doesn't get all green and blue.
That's gotta start with a
That's
number.
what everyone tells me.
Your timer is running and it's almost out.
Oh my.
3:30.
Uh-oh.
Make
I
sure you're
wish it was
starting with a
3:30.
number. Don't start with a conversion factor.
Wait, what are we doing? Wait, we can't. Oh, are we even doing that conversion
Anybody
factor?
who doesn't have an in,
Oh. Is
I
this a
got
conversion
another
factor? 9
deduction.
cars. I didn't redo it. Can't start with that.
if you have 9 cars per carrier, that's pretty much a conversion factor. Don't start there.
Oh, geez. Then what do you start
Start with a
with?
number, don't start with a conversion factor.
What number?
Like,
The only number you have. There's only one number in your problem, the rest are conversion factors.
1 Ford Fusion.
hey, Brecken.
And you need to set your source.
Folks and 9 of them.
No,
On the card carrier.
oh, no. 1 football.
I went to it.
It was really.
I don't know.
What did you start with, Brecken?
I don't know.
Well, find out.
15 minutes after it's due is not a good time to start.
I know that.
But it's 3.14159.
2, 6, 7, 5, 8, 3,
I'm just
something.
gonna stick with this because you said don't be exact.
You can use 3.14.
I'm gonna like.
No, I don't know.
Geez, if only there was a way to
Wait,
insert
Emily didn't
pi
get this assignment
into a
done?
spreadsheet. And have all of those decimals without even knowing what they are. Only there was a way.
I don't know. I think
Can I come in for study hall so you can help me?
Sure.
Wait, really?
I do.
Okay, I'm coming
I
in.
would if I had my
But you're not
computer,
here on my study hall
but
days.
I'm irresponsible and forget it.
I have the hiccups.
Does Mrs. Bull have one that you can borrow when you're irresponsible?
Mm-mm.
Probably.
Actually, I have no
And
idea.
like leave your phone and take the computer and get your phone back when you take the computer back?
My phone, my phone.
Because it would have to be something that means something to you that you're not gonna leave here and go steal a computer.
Okay, let's find something that means something to me besides my phone.
If I was you, I'd grab your phone and run down there real quick and see if you can make that happen. See if she'll trade you for an hour and 7 minutes.
Do I have to go along? I can't ever go.
No, you can go along, it's okay. Where's your phone?
What does she do?
It's down in the locker room.
She forgot her laptop.
Wait, why do I have to put my phone in? Like what?
see if you can play Let's Make a Deal with her and you keep my phone for an hour, let me keep an extra computer for an hour, I'll bring it right back after class. Here's proof, I'll bring it back, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to pass?
No, just go.
I hold my water.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just.
I'm gonna guess you have about a minute. 4:37, 36, 35.
Stuff it. I just need this thing out
This
of
is
my
not
finger.
gonna change my answer much here.
Do we have warm water in this room?
Why do you want warm water?
Yeah, if you have hot water and you write it down like this, it'll come out.
Nope, this is cold.
Or like you push
You
it
can't
down.
pop it like a zip.
Well, if you learn to draw hot water real like that, then you like.
No, this is what happened yesterday. So I was at Brook Lake, and we were going through this trail, and I feel this like pokey thing get into my leg. So I reached down, and I'm like gonna brush it off. I didn't even know what it was. And then a sticker gets stuck in my finger, and I can't get it out because it's like buried in
Do you
there.
know why it won't come out?
Because it's buried.
What's it shaped like?
A needle. It's just one of them.
The end of the sticker is like the end of a fish hook.
Really?
It's barbed. There's that little thing that points back the other way, and that's why it won't come out. It's got a little part that points back the other way.
It's so tiny. I just wish it would come out.
Now, you should have something turned in, even if it's incomplete, even if it's wrong.
I
If
can't
you
do
know it's
this.
incomplete and or you know it's wrong, you should put a little notification in
I
there.
did.
Very good.
I said I know it's wrong.
Yeah, I said I know this is wrong.
Did you ask for help? Specific. This is the thing that's got me.
Yes, I did.
Because
Because I was the one
Mrs.
texting
Keller
you
and
or
I
something.
can't help you if you're irresponsible and you didn't even look at your homework until 15 minutes after it was due. But we can help you if you don't get the math, okay? And I gave you some hints out loud. And I think having less than optimal effort applied to this, we would be best, and I'm looking at Mrs. Keller for approval or disapproval, that we should just drop this until they have put in sufficient effort, and then come back to it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I like that.
mean, we have 5 people that turned it in on time, and it sounds like everybody else is going, oh, wait, that was due now, and then they're doing it now. And
Yeah,
it's gonna be the same amount of points this afternoon if you turn it in versus if you get it in right now. So probably better to move on to something else.
If we came in during study hall, we'd get the same points that we would if we turned it in right now. If we
your 10 minutes is up, the deduction has already happened. Unless it's in there. Amanda's is in there. It's not right, but it's in there. So I have proof that she tried,
I turned mine in as soon
I have proof that she thought about
That's
it,
embarrassing.
but it worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay? And that's, hey, I'm trying to make a point here. If you don't try, nothing we do works. If you're gonna say, oh crap, that's hard, I give up, nothing we do works. It doesn't matter if we use the brand newest book, it doesn't matter if we get 7 people to teach a class and they all have PhDs in child psychology and science.
Psychology.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters if you don't work. If you don't try and find a solution instead of trying to find a problem and a reason to give up. Okay?
I got this.
Now, some of you didn't do that. I'm not talking to you, great job. Even if you got it wrong, I don't care. If you put in the effort and you found a solution, great job. In ninth grade, you don't have to be perfect. Okay?
I still have 5 cubic feet.
All right. Let me respond to your principal here in push button, and a push button, and a thumb, and a send.
To our principal?
Yeah.
Aye.
Is it about me?
I know in the boys, in the basketball rule book, it says exactly how big the balls are. I'm betting in the football book, it says exactly how big the balls are.
Football though?
Rule book?
You do?
Yeah. And Mr. Otten just told me that he doesn't have one, but Mike would.
Okay, I'll ask him.
So, why didn't you go there?
I have
You have football coaches, I'll bet you they have a football rule book.
We're girls,
Duh.
how do we know this?
You have volleyball coaches, I'll bet you they have a volleyball rule book.
I'm not volleyball.
Well, duh, right? Okay, so, the next thing,
What?
you need to stop erecting barriers and start getting over them, okay? Get answers, get solutions, solve problems. 2, on Friday, Mrs. Schneider got a phone call. She is now the high school English teacher at Mount Vernon,
Cool.
in addition to everything she's already been doing.
Isn't that over by, she's got a lot on her plate.
And it's over by Mitchell. So she may or may not be able to participate in these things. And
Why?
as you can see, that ain't my house behind her.
Stay.
She's probably in between classes in Mount Vernon and on her first day. And obviously talking to other people because she's doing more than one
Wait,
thing at a
Miss
time.
Keller or Miss Schneider?
Mrs. Schneider.
Wait, but then how do you guys, does she like drive like
I think I need to see a doctor.
work every morning? And where do you
I
guys?
drive over an hour to get here. She drives about 40 minutes to get there.
Where do you guys live at?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay, one time an
Mr.
armor
Schneider's gonna be
an armor
watching
bus had to
some
come get us because
if it's not raining,
flat tire.
if it's raining, I might say the heck with it and stay on my couch. Or actually my oversized lazy boy, because I'm not a normal sized person.
You can watch volleyball and.
So, next, I did that when you guys came to Armour. Next up is,
You witnessed us lose.
Moving on.
Okay,
right,
I think I sort of fixed this, but it's still not right.
your football things. I have 2 pictures that will help, and I will put them in Edmodo when I get time. I will add them to your one more factor label problem.
So that's not the volume right there, that number on the side of the wall?
No. That's probably PSI. Does it say 12 to 14 PSI?
Says LB8.
Oh, you don't want my chemistry room. Oh, yeah.
WTF 1003.
Oh, no.
It says that right on the side.
Soccer div, PS1. Signing in.
We can't hear Marion. She's like trying to talk.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Mary, we can't hear you. Okay.
Yes, I will still be able to join.
Oh, good.
Good.
Not so much today, because, you know,
First day.
it's hot, that's why.
Is that like all
You
the
guys
stuff?
look like, are there any boys in class today?
Yeah, over here.
We only have
What
two.
do you mean?
There's 2.
Wow. It looked very girl heavy, so I thought maybe there was something going on with the boys. Good luck tomorrow night, we'll be there.
Thank you.
Unless it's raining.
We'll be there.
Unless it's raining. Then we might whip out.
I know where his raincoat is.
Keep going.
Somebody
All right, guys, I just wanted to make sure this worked. So, I'm gonna go away.
Thanks for stopping in.
Bye, guys, have fun.
Bye.
You need to go here and take a pre-test.
Oh. What?
Yes.
Oh, no homework.
You're probably not gonna die. It'll probably be okay.
No, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go there.
A texting and driving test?
Oh, that's what it says.
I'm good at texting and driving.
Woo!
I've only did about 3 cars.
No, I never want to hear anyone say that ever again.
I don't ever text. I only eat.
Where is this at?
And after this unit, you'll know why.
Do you get a
watch videos?
I pull over.
Good.
I haven't
Well,
gotten
it's
pulled
important.
over yet.
No, I pull over and check.
Is it on Edmodo?
Is it in
What else would you do?
Keep driving.
Driving to the corner.
Do we have to join that
South
room?
Dakota Science
Yep.
Standards Department of Education.
So we do
That's
join
what
a
I was
group?
on and it's not right, bro.
Soccertube.com.
How do you spell?
It's in the corner. And it's black and the rest of them are gray. Soccertube.com. It's a fly.
I didn't know that at the time.
I didn't know that.
Is it the student login?
It used to be a fly.
It used to be a
Student login?
enter teacher's room program. We
What?
just like,
Where
was
is
there
it?
any?
I don't know where you guys went.
Yes.
Never mind. Soccertube.com. You said it 5 times.
What's your,
Okay, maybe 3.
Wait, oh, we were on here in biomed.
no, that was.
I sent you here earlier this year.
I am hurting my eye. My eye is killing me.
What's your,
Room code.
Literally?
I hope it does Mona.
Oh, whoopsies, I already.
Oh, nothing's. Oh.
And following, of course, is a.
Hey, I actually get to take a science test this time.
Wait, what can we make our own names? Okay. Oh, do we get
Put your name in there.
I don't think we
What's your
can.
name?
It doesn't like
It doesn't let you?
Uh-uh.
That means I hit the wrong button. I hate when that happens.
Darn it, Bobby. So can we make our own name?
Does it ask you for your name?
No?
No.
Then just go. Answer the questions, let's move on.
There's no way.
Do I just type in?
Oh, you're supposed to type.
When it asks you for the teacher code?
I have a
Yeah.
I thought we were taking texting and driving.
I thought we were taking. Cool.
I'm taking some of the card.
And it looks like there's only 4 questions there.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be killer hard.
I'm not remembering this stuff.
And some of our anonymous students are faster than the others.
Just finish breaking it in.
No way.
No, it goes to 100. Can you come check out my eye? Oh, it's like.
Wait, so how do we know who we are?
What did you do to your eye?
I wanna know who I am.
That was a very
I'm like
evil
hit it
laugh.
this morning and like.
Who am I? What's my name?
I forgot my phone.
Yeah.
I think Hunter's from Texas this weekend.
Yeah,
This one
Hunter's
guy that was
from.
really nice. He like, I was cleaning because we had another group coming in after them. And he's like, am I in your way? I'm like, no, man, you're good.
I'm pretty sure I only got
It's like I'm
half that.
cooking like some kind of Texas dish. Some soup.
I had hunters from. Oh, I had to think. Michigan.
That's cute.
We have hunters from.
We get hunters from
West
Maryland,
Virginia.
Pennsylvania, like all over.
So do we.
We get people from like, Cal. He like,
We had a
he's
hunter
a
from
guy.
Pennsylvania math last year because I was speaking with the guy in
I
town.
just
and
wanna go.
He does make stuff for us, and this guy got shot a deer 3 days before, like, sit outside and
We haven't
trying to
had
bring
it.
it in. I was like,
Or
well,
the-
set
why does it
frozen
say
deer.
anon?
He's
Someone
like,
said
so I'm
have it
from
and someone
Pennsylvania. I was
said
like, you take that deer back to Pennsylvania.
Anon is a word like, it's especially
And then boss out. and told him.
yeah, it's like coming on.
We had a
Yeah.
It was funny.
So,
Is your grandma
I'm just gonna give away my dog and I'll get it by Saturday. But she's coming over for a gossip session, so she's just gonna bring it with her.
I'm leaving town at 3:05.
That's cute.
And my wife thinks we need another dog.
Yes! I wish I had another dog, but my dog's enough.
I could say you could have took one of
You
us.
can take my dog. But
We're getting rid of her.
Interesting.
My dog is so fat right now.
Oh, good.
But my uncle came out and he brought his dog. His dog Donna. She's a really fat dog. Like she's just like walking around the house. She's like, she's only 8 years old, so it's not age, but.
If it's just about reading it, that would be way faster.
I'm looking for like Castle Crush.
Oh, we're almost there.
I'm not gonna see if I need help with things that y'all, if you're not here in the meantime.
Very carefully. You get permission from whoever's got your study hall.
But you're not here in the
Just send me a text. We'll go
Oh.
back and forth. If we actually have to talk, you can like leave the room and go out into the learning center and just sit.
The learning center.
We can talk back and forth. Well, LMC, what's the LMC stand for?
It's a library.
I know, but what's it say on the,
Library Media Center.
yeah, LMC.
You said learning
Yeah.
center.
I would know this.
You know,
I'm
that's my fault.
a dog.
I messed that up.
Just kidding. Whoa, that
How
ain't
did we do on number one?
not very good.
38%.
Horrible.
Hey, what'd I get? Did I do terrible?
We don't know.
We just did that.
Hey. Yeah, there's one.
On the
So, things that you will be expected to learn.
I don't think I am.
What do you suppose you're expected to learn?
I got a
Markin, are you number one?
Nothing?
I don't know. No. Those are the. No, I don't know. Number one. What one?
Hey, I put that one.
Acceleration depends on what, two things?
What's the math? Hey, I got that right. Yay.
How do seatbelts help protect people in a car crash?
That's what I said. Like it keeps you in place so you don't.
Oh, I made like big things. I said it keeps them.
I made a proper sentence.
True.
Me too.
But you would already have to live through the crash before you care. If the car's on fire. Right? If you don't live through the crash, you don't care if the car's on fire.
I would.
When I was watching my car,
Alright. Now that we got that taken care of.
I just ruined the whole thing.
Number, do we know?
push or a pull.
How does the car stop?
acceleration or
How does the car help keep you safe?
Oh, the seatbelt thing?
It keeps you in place so you're not like ejected
Keep-
from the
you know,
vehicle.
that's-
But
impact?
your backside is on the seat. Doesn't that keep you in place? There's friction and stuff.
Wait, if
No,
you like,
No,
it's
because
going forward.
If you,
no,
Put
if the
something
car
in
is
your
short,
cart.
if you're, or if your car like starts.
But what if you have short shorts on and it's all hot and sticky and stuff?
No, that does not
You're
help.
still not gonna stay in place?
No.
Because why?
Because of,
Gravity,
Science.
pressure.
science. And if you like start rolling, then you can go flying off.
You got your backside in the seat,
Newton's law of
Yeah.
motion.
front bumper hits another car.
You'll go flying forward.
You go face first into the windshield because
Because
I'm
I'm
stupid.
stupid.
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
okay, equal and opposite.
know where to see them. I don't
Sure,
know, I'm
but I
just,
don't think that fits.
I'm just naming things I know.
Okay. It's nice to know where we are. That's why we do these things. The force is a,
Push or a pull.
that's kind of a rehash from our last unit, right? We did that when we were talking about swings and slides and stuff. When an object gains more mass, what other characteristics will change as a result?
I put the weight slash density and the shape could change.
Your
Size.
weight and your shape?
Size and weight.
Weight and mass?
Weight and
Oh wait, no.
I
I
said
put-
size and weight.
that's not
No,
easier.
that's okay.
Alright, what's the difference between the guys who play on the line and the guys who go out for passes?
Guys,
I said weight and speed.
The
Is weight
linemen
and
are
speed right?
bigger,
Weight and
which
speed.
means what? We don't necessarily
they
care
don't
about
weigh down
bigger.
as easy.
Because I can put a pillow in here and I'm way bigger.
They weigh more.
Heavy.
They weigh more, they're heavier, okay?
Actually, that's a lie. I do
He
both.
doesn't listen
And,
to you.
and wait, why do we want linemen that weigh more?
So like they don't
Take
stop
up more
our
room.
other teams, they don't sack our quarterback.
Not necessarily take up more room.
That's
What
what
do we say over here?
I said weight and
Other
speed.
team, like, they only push it back.
Okay.
Hold your own.
Push you back. Oh, yeah.
Up.
You don't want the defense to push them around, right?
We still do that to our line, man.
Wait.
I play line.
Can you push my little Chevy Impala if I put it in neutral on a flat ground and it's on like pavement and stuff?
Yes.
Neutral.
Yeah? What about a semi that's on the same exact place in neutral?
No, it weighs
no.
more.
Probably not.
It weighs more? Yeah. Is that why you can't push it?
Well,
You put a semi in reverse and I use my back.
Okay, that's not why. But we'll fix that somewhere
Okay,
throughout
did
this
you hear
unit.
my answer though?
I know.
It's weight and speed.
No.
That's not right? I meant.
Well, no. Well, an airplane has more weight and mass to it and it's faster than a car.
is it the gravity or no? Something with gravity.
No. But you're thinking. I like that. I like it when you think.
Maybe the shape of the thing.
Ooh. Is there a reason that the nose of an airplane is not the same shape as the nose of a grain truck?
Well,
Yeah.
because the air would just
Aerodynamics.
hit it,
Aero-
and then
yeah,
you'd push you back.
Aerodynamics, good word. Okay, so in this next unit, we're gonna ask you to do a lot of things. We're gonna ask you to do some things that are like super complicated.
Oh, things are all really super complicated.
You can
And
handle it though.
Not really.
we're gonna ask you to not find a problem and roll over. Put your feet in the air and ask somebody to scratch your belly like my dog does.
Really? For real?
Oh,
We're gonna need you to find a problem and then find a solution for the problem. Not just give up, okay? So, our next unit is on texting and driving,
For real? What? Like for real?
for real. For real. And I don't have it in Envoto yet, because I saw it, and I quit working on school about 9 o'clock last night. Because my brain was fried and I couldn't do it anymore. But somebody was in about the same boat at 9 o'clock last night.
I fell asleep at night.
I sent my son at like, geez, you got 48 notifications.
It wasn't at 9 o'clock.
No, I went back home and went back to work again. I got brain fried real bad. No.
He lives in town. Well, you say you could live in town.
Hey, look at there.
Hey, look at what?
Hey, look at that. Would you just look at?
No.
Yeah.
I was playing.
This is all wet.
I've been looking at like these videos.
Do I look pregnant to you?
Alright. You have over 45 minutes.
Who's talking?
Let's do it.
Oh, that is me.
You put the 27.
Hey, stop.
Are we watching the video?
After I pause,
Miranda, Mrs. Keller.
Can we turn off the lights?
Hey, Miss Keller,
Yes,
are you having a boy or a girl?
a girl.
Yeah, girls are better.
We're pretty excited. My husband wanted a boy, but then I was like, no, we're having a girl. That's how it goes.
It's no choice.
I was wearing makeup Saturday.
What's his name? Or what are you gonna name her? What are you gonna name her? Do you have names
Well,
yet?
we don't know yet, we have to meet her.
Name her.
We have a few names picked out, but we'll have to wait.
Well, if it looks like a Justine, name it a Justine. Okay? Don't name your kid that. It's torture.
Are you watching?
Okay. What are we watching?
Okay, she's doing okay.
Oh my gosh.
Or not.
Oh my gosh, what are these from?
Texting and driving.
How did they shoot these? Did they just put cameras in kids' cars?
There must be an insurance company somewhere that requires it. Well, this is not texting, he's just talking on the phone. That'll be better. Oh, until that red car gets right in front of him.
Did you hear read his lips and what he said? I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
She wasn't even freaked out, she's done that before.
Oh dear. Oh my god. There's like a lake on the other side.
I've already given it
I
done.
hate when it's raining.
Oh, this one's not doing anything wrong, right?
But they
Oh!
were texting.
Oh my gosh.
She's very distracted by
She's
the-
talking to a friend?
Kid looks scared.
Oh, not cool.
I love his face like.
This is not gonna be good with the car coming at her.
Double.
Good thing there's a guardrail there to slow her down.
Oh my gosh, this one's at night. What's wrong with people?
Very.
You need to show this one to my dad.
There's a car coming too.
She goes back to text.
Why? So he can see how scary you are?
No, he's the one who does it while we're driving everywhere.
No.
Family
Yes, my mom
cars.
too. One
and
time
all
she
those
played
ones.
trivia crap while we were driving.
These are terrible stories, you guys.
Yeah. Not cool.
Okay.
Megan.
This is also a really bad story, but one time I watched a video about like preventing like texting and driving, like to try and prevent that, and like one person, like it was at a stoplight, and a girl was in her car and she was stopped, and there were people walking by, and a guy was texting and he like ran into, like he didn't like stop, so he like ran into the back of her, and like the people walking were, was like a mom and a little kid, and like he like
Cool.
he like made her run over the mom, and the kid was just like standing there. So it was like scary.
This is not cool.
I'm
All right.
Excuse me, she was talking about my cat.
In here, it says to follow oral directions and hints when somebody asks a question in class. Everybody else should. Yeah. Quit flapping your dang lips and find out what they're trying to find out. Maybe you already know it, maybe you don't. But the rest of the class at least deserves a chance to hear. Rubrics can be modified as we go. You can see that this is version 4 from last year. Be responsible, be engaged, be worthy of the title student. Some of you have been failing on that a little bit. Student comes from the root word
Dent.
Study.
study. How many of you are actually studying and crap? How many of you are actually trying to figure things out? And what should I do when something opens up right here? And I see this thing in the corner that I sent you a picture of you to last week.
Download.
I should download.
Mr. Schneider. We were talking about your questions yesterday, and my cousin's like, yeah, you can't get one because you have no brain. And I'm
Thanks.
My cousin put
Yeah.
up on it, I called him to tell him happy
Your
birthday.
cousin really loves you, huh?
like,
So, the texting and driving rubric says, you're to brainstorm individually, brainstorm small groups, brainstorm as a class, and research. Today, under design, it says you need to design a presentation to address everything from the brainstorm. In the build, it says, the distance traveled while texting and reading text on Main Street. What's your speed limit on Main Street in Burke?
20.
20. What's your speed limit on the highway through town?
40.
Okay? And if you go out of town to the northwest, the speed limit is 55. So,
Yeah, that's up on my house. It's 65.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens if you head for Gregory on the back road?
55.
55 on county highways. If you head for Bone Steel or Gregory,
65.
it's 65. If you get on the interstate, last
80.
school year,
75.
it was 75, and now
80.
85, or 80. So that's where all those numbers came from. Okay? I need to know, somewhere within this build, I need to know the accuracy of text to talk and the effect that has on drivers. You guys have seen me text other people and or write in emails during class using text to talk, right? You know what that is?
Text talk?
Text to talk.
No. Do you like talk?
Yeah, you press that little microphone.
Sally
You
Mae
press the
does
little
that.
microphone and you talk into it and you hit send and Emily gets a text that's about you along.
Yeah, my mom does
I
that.
don't, I know. Oh, is that why your text had so many typos?
Yes. That's why.
I was reading it, I'm like, why did you type this so bad?
That's why. So, does that help? Does that make things better? Or do I have to then stop and fix all the typos, which may actually take longer than typing in the first place, which you're not supposed to do
Well, I
while
didn't
you're driving?
understand it because of the typos.
Sorry, I blew up.
That's what my brother said.
I need to know stopping distances for the vehicles that you drive. Small car, a pickup, an SUV.
I don't drive an SUV.
Do we have issues with any of that? Everybody knows what they are?
What's an F?
The bigger the view.
What's an XUV?
Extra large, extra large.
One of those big vans.
Those are the little crossovers.
One that says free.
They're about half car, half SUV.
A station
Um,
wagon?
Toyota RAV4
Nope. What are you looking at me?
is smaller than an SUV, but it's shaped like that. So it's bigger and heavier than a car. And four-door luxury cars.
Like a limo.
No, not necessarily.
Nope.
But they're four-door, they're luxury.
Those are like 8 doors.
Yeah, dude.
Well, no, because it's a car, it's not a pickup.
They're cars are
Yeah.
four-door.
Traverse.
My
Okay.
brother has a hesitation in a luxury car.
What about a four-door Cadillac?
No, we're getting it on.
And fancy with the cars here.
They're like 4-door.
There's a whole bunch of cars, right?
Publication.
Are you thinking?
And that's what we have.
Are you acting like students? Or are you just waiting for me to get done and say go to work and then you'll figure out what you have to do?
Pretty much.
because I'm talking about what you have to do.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
I know.
That's not even me.
All calculations have to be explained orally and sufficiently. You have to show all your work. You're doing a presentation. You're gonna stand in front of people, you're gonna talk about texting and driving.
Erica, you're perfect with that.
Wait, what? Erica doesn't text and drive.
I thought it was phone addiction, not test.
All text has to be a readable size. That's the 6x6 rule.
Oh, you do.
You want that written in there?
Yeah.
Does it work better that way in your brain? So I can do
My
that?
computer doesn't fall in the system.
I have a quick question. What do you do?
I don't know yet.
Yes.
You should relax. All terms defined appropriately. I need reaction times for various ages. Does age factor into how fast you text?
Yes, because my brother, like, when he was 16, I was 10, he could text like the wind. I'm like,
Okay, what about your grandma?
my grandma, she's a flip
My
phone.
grandma
She's
has
like,
My grandma
And
doesn't
so-
even know how to use her
so
phone.
she's going,
Yeah.
My mom's thinking of getting a flip phone.
What do I mean by reaction times? How does reaction times affect this project?
Like if you're driving, and then you're like,
Yeah, it's the time you, oh crap, I should stop, and when your foot hits the brake, right? That's reaction time.
are you supposed to step with your foot on the, with your left foot? Your right.
No.
Your right.
dude.
Use your left.
Yeah, but they said that
If you don't have a clutch, your left foot should never be involved.
because they said that if you use your left foot, well, just your automatic, you know,
Or your
or whatever it's called, then you don't speed as much. Is that true?
So why?
Deb Indall kind of taught me how to drive. Because she taught me how to drive a golf cart first, so I knew when I started driving not to use my left foot.
Probably good.
Mr. Steele's wife.
You should have,
I've been driving. No, Mr. Steele.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
Hey, join the conversation.
you should have all your formulas and all your explanations for the math. You can't just throw up math on the screen and say, there, so it's 44.2. You have to explain how you got that. You should have graphs. You should have standard deviations. You should have the average speeds. We'll talk. You should cite all sources. Do I need to write in APA format on that? Or do you have that?
No,
Is that in your brain already? Okay.
Do we have to type it though like that, or can we just say credit goes to like this?
Nope. Has to be on your slide and at the end of your presentation.
There's like a website where you can make them.
There's an in-text citation that goes on your slide, and then there's one that goes at the end on your resources page. Okay? On test and evaluate day, which is obviously not gonna be 9 April,
I wish it was.
you're gonna gather and submit completed rubrics from 2 teachers and 2 peers and 1 teacher or facilitator.
Will you be that teacher?
Yep.
So we're gonna do this in class, right?
You're gonna do these out loud in class on test and evaluate day, and then you're gonna go modify and you're gonna fix whatever wasn't good on that day. You modify based on feedback from tests, you can make additional changes based on new learning, because you're supposed to learn from every time you give a presentation. You're gonna present your facts, your work, and your proof of learning regarding texting and driving. You're gonna submit a presentation on time.
On time.
On time.
That's the keywords.
And all of these need point values, which we'll talk about at some point. So,
We do these by ourselves?
No, with partners.
that's a good question.
Groups.
You already said that we didn't have groups.
But we don't have some of our people here today.
So they can choose later.
And we've only got 30 minutes of class left.
They'll all be partners.
So let's not worry about it. Let me go through what the kids that I gave this to last year tried to do. Texting and driving is bad.
Don't do it.
This many people die every year from texting and driving. Texting and driving is bad. How many times did I ask for anything like that? What's in that rubric that says you should make a video or a PowerPoint that says, don't text and drive?
You should make a video of texting and driving.
There's nothing in this rubric that says that, is there?
No, but it does
So
talk
we can
about
make a
math.
slide like the advantages of texting and driving.
This is all about, this is all about facts and proof. This is all about showing me.
Hey,
The advantages.
That's considered suicide.
could we create a video?
If you died.
Oh, we can?
Nope.
Oh, I
This
gotta-
is a PowerPoint.
Your
It says
computer's
so
gonna
right here.
die again.
Draw out a PowerPoint.
Could we put the video on the PowerPoint?
If you need other displays, if you need other things, you need a big giant graph, you wanna put that in here.
Yeah, like, can we
You wanna put that on paper and hand it to people instead of putting it on your PowerPoint? That's up to you.
So we can make like a video like saying like all the stuff that was going to be on our PowerPoint.
No, I'm saying, could we make a video to put on the PowerPoint?
Yes, you
Of
can.
texting and driving.
Sorry.
Rock would be texting and we'll
Yeah.
text.
I have asked you for mathematical proof that texting and driving is not good for your health.
No, you said you said that. What did you do?
Mathematical proof. I have not asked you to tell me it's bad. I have not asked you to convince me it's bad. I'm asking for mathematical proof that texting and driving is bad.
That's just saying proving it's bad. Yes.
Well, maybe it is. Okay, prove it's bad. But I want the
It's
math.
bad, that's a proof.
I want
You
the math and
said I'm not
science.
asking for proof that it's bad,
I'm not
but proof
asking
it's
you to tell
bad.
me it's bad. I'm not asking you to convince me it's bad. I'm asking you for the proof. So, the first thing I want you to do is open up a blank Word document. Put texting and driving at the top. Probably put your name up there somewhere. And then put brainstorm,
Password is good.
and then do a little brain vomit. I got you to listen.
You say brain vomit?
Yes.
I want you to take everything in your brain and throw it up on the page
About texting and driving.
about texting and driving, and about this assignment, and about the things that you already know, and the things that you're gonna have to go figure out. All of that. That's why you have 5 minutes instead of 30 seconds. I want you to take your way through the problem that you've been given. And I will scroll up. You don't need to read about brainstorm. And on the screen, you will be able to see almost all of your requirements. So brainstorm everything you can, everything you already know, everything you know you're gonna have to find about those requirements.
would you mind sending me the link to that Socrative?
You're gonna screw up my, you know what I mean? You're gonna screw up my data if you go in there.
You can just say you can't do that.
We still can't hear you, you're muted. Not that long.
Yeah, I got 5 fleas down.
That was 5 minutes. Got your brain wrapped around this whole problem?
Yep.
You looked through those a couple, 3 times. You figured out what you're gonna have to figure out. You have a list of everything that you're gonna have to go find on your own.
No?
Pretty much.
Draw a line across the bottom of your page or across the end of your text, or put X's all the way across, or whatever the heck you do. Did you do a file save as yet?
No.
You should. Did everybody change the timing on your autosave? In both Word and Excel? You should.
Change the
On your machine, it's file properties.
What did we change it to? 10 minutes?
You should change it to 1 minute. You'll never lose more than a minute's worth of work.
You can do a lot of them.
Your machine powers down or freaks out or crashes, Word crashes. There's supposed to be an autosave every minute, so you won't lose 9 minutes and 59 seconds worth of work. So, the next thing we need to do is brainstorm in small groups. Which means the people in each row can talk with each other. There's 4 rows, that works out just fine.
This is a call.
Yes, you're right. If it was a spreadsheet, it would be column. In a classroom, they are all rows. There are no columns. So, for the next 5 minutes, you can share what you have. You can borrow from others. And if what other people have triggers an idea in your head that is not on either page, it can show up on both pages. Do you think you can actually get in here? Or are you gonna hit my computer with it?
It almost made it in the trash can.
5 minutes starting now.
Sorry, Andy.
I was like this. Alright, guys. See,
What?
I'm not sure that's all.
Oh, lots of cases. Very old and young won't have your reaction time as a student. I should say
I don't think it'll wait for you.
You have a leaf on your,
Okay, guys.
on your leg.
Okay.
Owie. Ow. I like
Just leave me with that. Okay, so you're a redrawer.
What I know is texting and driving is dangerous. Lots of people die a year from texting and driving. Lots of little vehicles may have a better chance of worse things happening to the vehicle and the person in the vehicle. And texting and driving is
air
dangerous.
traction and all
Yeah.
those rates really affect.
It can make you more. Seriously, it's practically so it makes you
Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna read. It is a habit for some people. I believe it's a bad thing. It can kill you. It's dangerous. It isn't worth dying for. A text can wait. Put what Sierra said into Just see what you
Yes,
have.
got it.
Yeah, I don't know why it cut out like that.
She loves me.
I was just asking if you could send me the Socrative quiz or the screenshots or something, just so I can catalog that and put it in
Yes.
a folder.
I can get in there and do a screenshot or something.
You want some?
Perfect.
There's some left.
Good later.
Ow. Oh, I'm making wounds. Can't be with Joseph or Brian.
We don't have to.
Yeah. Here, go stand in front of that camera. So everybody can see how pretty you are.
You're such a liar.
Who thinks I'm blind? No. Huh? Put it down. You're the prettiest one in the class.
Oh.
Isn't she the prettiest one? No. Seriously.
No, I'm not. I am ugly. Look at how inflamed.
Secondly, how much do you think it was?
0.
That's what I thought.
You want to test it?
Yes.
Thought maybe it was
up there that you told us to put.
I do.
Like
I have some
Yeah, that's still.
reaction times.
Yeah, I have that.
Citing sources,
The ages.
shopping distances.
Yep, we have that. The speeds. Now it's like you're jumping. That's because you've been.
Holy.
No, that's part of the box.
That's not her little
That's part of
Yeah.
She's the same. No, but see, she just put down my text. Like, she just like wrote down my text. No. Like, it makes me touch it. You're supposed to brainstorm my text.
What's that?
Yeah.
Find out.
Yeah, that wasn't a smart.
I already know this, and this, and this.
Right, Air?
You have to figure out
Air
that.
Bear?
Do
Right, I'm bracelet. I know.
Care Bear.
Care
you
Bear.
know the stopping distance for all those vehicles?
Yeah, I have that.
Do you know how to find out?
Where do I know?
You know what map has
Air Bear,
the
Air Bear,
stopping
Air Bear.
distance?
Star Bear, Air Bear, or no, Jer Bear,
Sloth Bear.
Jer Bear, Jer Bear.
All right, there's 5 minutes. Let's get back to our seats, please.
But I'm so isolated in my very one.
I got 10 minutes now. 5.
Mrs. Keller, I have sent What's next?
Well, I start my class.
For 7 minutes.
Brainstorm.
Research.
Hang on a second. Is there anything in design that you are worried about?
No. I'm very.
The design part of this assignment is going to be easy, right? You got that?
Oh man.
Okay, wait. Distance traveled while you are texting.
Got it.
What do you have to know before you can figure that out?
How fast you going?
Oh, you gotta know how fast you're going.
That's what I said, like, how much distance you cover responding to text at speeds of blah, 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 blah.
There's one more. There's one more. How long does it take you to text? Very good. Those two things are required before you can figure out
It's just like, hey, you know.
how far you go while you're texting. if a normal text takes 12 seconds, is that gonna be different than if a normal text takes 6 seconds?
Yep.
Well, yeah, your distances are gonna be way different. How many distances are you gonna have to give me for that? After you figure out how long it takes for an average text. How many distances?
Huh?
Oh, you have to figure it out right now. Three.
So this is from
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
you have to do 6.
4, 6.
And now you know sign language is 10, right?
I'm 7, so, you know.
Main Street,
Yeah, Lisa and I
Highway.
learned sign language together.
55, 65, 75, 80.
Oh, I'm 32 because, like,
Oh, I watched that.
I can get your attention real quick, like, but somebody's gonna be after school. Or you can just give me your attention.
I gotta go.
It's completely your call. How are you gonna figure out the accuracy of text to talk?
I don't know.
Do you suppose somebody's done a study on that before?
No. Yes.
Do you suppose there's a college somewhere where they needed their kids to do research work and that's what they did?
Yeah.
I would bet that's probably available out there on the web somewhere. I would bet you can find it. After you figure out how accurate they are, how hard is it going to be to figure out how that affects the driver? If they're super accurate, is that going to shorten up the amount of time a driver has their eyes off the road? If they text that way instead of typing?
Probably.
If they're super inaccurate and you happen to be worried about typos and you have to go back and
Yeah,
fix it, is
'cause
that going to make it longer with your eyes
It's like
off?
somebody could be driving and talking, but still have their eyes on the road and like talking to their phone.
That's what Camille does. She like puts her hands like where you're supposed to have like that. She puts it in between there and she's like watching her road and watching her texting.
No,
Don't do it.
Still that cool.
guys.
Still that
She does that when she's pulling out of here with her sister. Literally, she was driving to work the other day and she thought she was going really slow, but she was doing about 50 and she hit the brakes because she was trying to beat a semi around a corner. And she almost ran right into a sign. The black ones are still there.
I'm terrified, like, on a daily basis that my mom's gonna kill us.
cool. Have a chat.
Thank you.
Have an adult conversation.
Because
Don't
Camille
worry.
never had to take her actual driving
My
test.
computer's about to die.
Close your lid for a second. Save. Save, 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 save.
It's already saved.
Stopping distances. Times.
Band-aids and
Stopping distances times 5. Are you just going to be able to look that up? What is an SUV?
Sports utility vehicle.
So does Subaru make any of those?
Yeah.
They make a lot of them.
GMC does too.
Now, Chevy makes a
Suburban.
Suburban. That's what an SUV is. It's got to be that big. I don't care if you pick a Chevy, a GMC, a Dodge, a Ford. Okay? Don't pick something smaller than a Chevy Suburban.
What about a Acadia? That's what we got.
That's going to be one of these. That's an XUV. That's smaller.
We're getting one.
Or like a crossover
Yeah.
is too small, right?
Right. If it's not the size of a Chevy Suburban, it's not an SUV.
Wait, you
It's
said
an XUV.
So mommy, I have a Mazda.
Moving on.
Really?
Is there anything else up here that you want me to talk about so that you know exactly what it is and what you have to do?
For like our work, you want us to just stick that like on a separate sheet or is
Do
that?
all the math. Do all the math in a spreadsheet, get the computer to do the work for you so that it can't be wrong. Or that it's easy to fix if it is wrong, right? Okay? Anybody got a clue what a standard deviation is?
What? No. Can you explain that?
This says average speeds, but that's a Freudian slip.
I got
Maybe we could ask the math professor what a standard deviation is.
Mrs. Keller, what's the
Yes.
standard deviation?
Standard deviation is how spread out your data is.
Oh,
So there's like the average, right, which just tells you, here's all your data, and then the average tells you the one that's right in the middle, or that's close to the middle. Same with the median. Standard deviation of your data is how spread out it is. Like, are you taking your average from 0 to 1 million, or are you taking your average from like 10 to 20? And then there's a formula for standard deviation which you can find.
Mrs. Keller, I created this all by myself last year. Is there anything that you can see needs to go into it?
Are you looking at the Lewis rubric?
Yeah,
Why do you name it Lewis?
Pull that up again.
there's a guy named Steve Lewis. The one that,
Do you want this paper?
quite possibly.
You want this?
Did you get better pictures and send them?
I just finished writing it because it was backwards. So she got out. So I sent it to her, but I don't know if you want
If
it.
you sent it, just hang on to it and make sure that you don't lose it, because if you can't read the one you sent, then we'll take that.
Yeah. No, I put it in an Excel document and I sent it to her because I have to have it. But I don't know if you wanted this one.
You should just hang on to it just in case for a little while. We have about 4 minutes of class left. Mrs. Keller, if you find something between now and next class, shoot me a text or an email or something, and
she's not there.
yeah, it does say connecting. That probably means this thing's eyes. Crap, well,
You should go to the elementary library.
why do you need to leave class?
I feel bad, really bad.
Did they say elementary?
Sorry about that, my hotspot died. My hotspot died, I'm sorry. If you,
Freeze when you guys ask me questions.
so, if you come up with something that you think needs to be added or whatever, just let me know between now and next class.
Perfect, yeah, I don't see anything right now, but maybe as classes go on, we can say, oh, how about this or that, and we can let the students know as well.
I've also modified the timeline, and I will re-upload that in the next 10 or 15 minutes. And
Okay, no rush.
you can take a look at that and you can modify it if I throw it out there.
Perfect, I like it.
Freshmen, what do you have to do before class next time?
Get your brainstorm done.
You have to get started on your research. You have to get your brain wrapped around this. What did I just tell Mrs. Keller? Guys. I'm gonna get dates put in here along the left side, and I'm gonna go into Edmodo and I'm gonna delete the one that's in there and put this one in its place. And it will have the new dates in there. They are not carved in stone. Those might change a little bit based upon what my co-teachers think and what we think is realistic. I'm gonna put down what I guess is right, and we'll go from there.
So is Mrs. Schneider gonna be here then?
She will be around as often as she possibly can, but with her new responsibilities, I don't know how often that is. That's the best I
My
can
computer
do.
just shut off.
My head hurts.
It's okay. I got Mrs. Keller connected.
My eye is making my
I
head
don't
hurt.
touch this.
Bye.
Can you carry it for me?
Sarah, where do we go?
Do a little research between now and Wednesday.
This is fun.
Get your football problem turned in.
Still not right, but.
There's sometime during 20-minute block, I hope to get up what I found on football. It should solve the problem. You will be in groups, but you don't know who's in your group. Good luck with that. Hopefully it's not a boring meeting on your birthday.